And welcome back. This is After the Show. I have LCPC Kyle Miller with us. Great episode, Kyle. Thank you so much for coming on
Yeah.
today. It was so great.
Yeah, thank you. That was I'm so there's so much more to talk about, but
There really
we'll
is.
we'll do some of that here.
I think we have to go beyond June talking about
Yeah.
trauma because there is.
Yeah.
I want to get a little deeper here. Um, can you share a little bit about some of the tools because you're doing this, you're professional at this, you're working with people, and
Yeah.
you over your time, Kyle, you've seen it all. And that's why I love having you come on. And there's a lot of people who I'm just going to say are new to this. And I give a lot of people, I was very resistant of therapy, shocking, but I was resistant for a long time. And then I realized it was like, man, I just keep circling this issue over and over again.
Yeah.
And I was so glad I did it, and I will go back and do I've done other things. I think it's like I use a professional sports team analogy. Like it's not just one thing to have your best
Yeah.
recovery. You got to do a lot of different things. But we talk
Absolutely.
about getting in your body some tools that really help if you are a survivor from trauma and
Yeah.
you're in the healing process.
Yeah, absolutely. So the first thing, and I think to make it easy on everyone, is just being aware. This is one of the reasons that, like, if you're really struggling with trauma and you're using maybe medication, mental health medication, it's not a bad thing. I think if you need it, great. You got to do it what works for you. But we need to realize that that's a band-aid. That's like a band-aid over a gaping wound if you have trauma in your history, because it's going to make you feel better, and you'll think, "Oh, this is solves it for me," right? But underneath that, the feelings and the emotions are all still there. You're just not experiencing them that way. So what we really need to do is simply just get in your body and be the building the awareness of how do I feel moment to moment or experience to experience. And just so if like if when my kids get mad at me, I still have to collect myself because I have the reaction of I'm being rejected or I'm being hurt right now, and I know that's historical because it's not that's not what's really happening. They are just feeling disconnected in that moment, right? And so I have to take a step back, and I actually do this with my clients. If they get kind of worked up in session, I'm like, where do you feel that in your body? Okay, that's I feel it in my chest, or I have this feeling in my gut. And the more that you describe it, what you're doing is you're kind of working in your brain, you're working to get into the feeling center of your brain, the amygdala, and you're allowing yourself to feel it. The next step, if you can do it, you might not be able to do this right away, but if you can, try to separate yourself. Get just a little bit of distance from that feeling and be curious about it. Like, this doesn't make sense for what's happening right now. I'm not unsafe. So, and I just want to say again, like, you're not going to be able to do that right away. So, building the awareness is really helpful, and letting that feeling be there, it'll wash over you if you're in a safe space in, the most probably 20 minutes. But if you let it go its course, then your emotions learn that it has a trajectory. If we keep cutting it off with actions or reactions, your emotions